main event for tonight's West Coast Wrestling Connection program. Joe Souza with Brian Zane here calling it. And Mr. Zane, you are no stranger to the Cleaver Armory.
That's right, Joe. For many a month in the year 2006, I was what you would call a punching bag, a doormat for many wrestlers who came through these doors, many of whom were double my size. Men quite like Exile. Now, I never faced him in the ring in this building. I have faced him in the ring before, and it was not a pleasurable experience. So I don't envy the champion, Ryan Taylor, tonight.
Whether if you've been powerbombed in the ring or had a personal tour of the broiler room, I've seen it. Exile, the challenger for tonight's match, no stranger. He's had some training by just recently inducted into the Northwest Wrestling Hall of Fame, the Grappler.
The Grappler is an excellent source of wrestling knowledge, so it only makes sense he's going to be in the Northwest Hall of Fame. But right now, Grappler, that's the past. Here's the present of wrestling. Exile, he is one of the most dominating forces in the wrestling scene in this area right now. And so he has a definite shot at becoming the next WCWC Heavyweight Champion.
He could very well be, but keep in mind, wherever the champion goes, the faction follows him.
Exile is primed and ready for this contest. He's known about this for a couple weeks, and he's ready to become the next champion. We'll see if he can pull it off.
From Long Beach, California, he weighs in tonight at 185 pounds, representing the faction. Here is your winning WCWC Heavyweight Champion, Ryan Taylor.
Ryan Taylor, very talented individual. He's held the belt for a little bit. He's done some time in Japan at the Kaientai Dojo, which that just makes him much more devastating. Former NWA Heritage Champion. He has had gold in the EWF as well.
Absolutely. It was in this very building on Halloween night of 2009 when Ryan Taylor defeated Bolo for the championship. And ever since then, as part of the faction, he has been on a tear as champion. No one has been able to dethrone him just yet. And as far as I'm concerned, Ryan Taylor is an excellent wrestler. As you mentioned, he spent some time in Japan. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of championship gold to his credit. But with the faction on his side, that makes him that much more dangerous. So right now, even though he is outmatched physically by the big man Exile, I feel that he has definitely got the edge in this title defense.
Oh, he does. He does. You see, Exile has to beat Ryan Taylor. Taylor doesn't have to beat Exile because he's the champion. You lose the title by getting pinned or submit, disqualifications or countouts. The title doesn't change hands. So once you become the champion, you do have that advantage, Brian.
Ryan Taylor awfully confident tonight. How can you blame him when you've got the former heavyweight champion, gentleman George Michael, in his corner? You've got the general manager, JT Allen, in his corner. I mean, let's face it, as big and as dominating a force as Exile is, the odds are definitely stacked against him tonight.
Right. Because you know in the back lurking about is Dustin Snyder and Eric Baden, and they'll come out in a moment's notice.
Let's not forget those former WC Tag Team Champions, former members of Z-Man Enterprises, I might add.
That's right. Very devastating tag team, reuniting tag team.
Exactly.
And that's what that belt, and that's what it's all about, that heavyweight belt that represents the West Coast Wrestling Connection. You can just cut the tension with a knife.
This is not Exile. This is not Exile's first chance at the belt.
Right.
He has fought Gentleman George earlier, late last year for the belt. He did not come up with the belt, of course, as we know. So here's another chance, and it really could be anyone's match.
There's the bell, and here we go. Both men circling.
A lot of history here in this venue. A lot of big wrestling names, nationally and globally, have passed through these doors and in the ring in this building for various companies. And you know, history could be made here tonight. We could have a new champion.
That's right.
Whoa, look at that.
Push came the shove.
And there's the size difference you see right there. A forearm shot like that could take down a smaller man, but not Exile. You got to work harder than that.
Now, Taylor knew better than that. You don't just go right at the big man like that. And, heck, whoa, he has him up, way up in the air. What's he going to do with him? Unceremoniously just drops him right on the stomach.
You don't spit in the wind, you don't tug on Superman's cape, and you certainly don't aggravate Exile.
No, you do not. Has Taylor, throws him into the ropes.
He's getting out of the dodge, look at that.
Taylor bailing out. That could be a good move. Help the quarterback, getting out of bounds before taking a hit.
I agree with that. I think that was a very good move by Ryan Taylor. He's got to preserve himself. He can't just go full blast against Exile. He's got to outsmart Exile if he wants to keep his title tonight. Now look at this. Exile's chasing him out. He's not waiting up. Look out. Look out, Ryan.
Chasing Taylor. He's hot-footing it. Taylor's in the ring. So's Exile. Into the ropes goes Taylor.
Oh!
Catches him with a clothesline coming off the ropes. Good move by the champion.
That's right. Ryan Taylor did exactly what he wanted to do. He caught up with Exile, and look at this. He's trying to pull him into the corner. Nothing going. Look at that strength.
And it was Exile that threw Taylor into the corner. Oh, here it comes. Like a freight train. Oh, no. Over the top rope out into the floor.
Exile has so much momentum on the size and the strength of Exile. When he comes at you full blast with a run like that, you either get crushed or he hurts himself in the process.
Michael has a chance.
Wait a minute. What is this? Oh!
To the knee.
He just took out Exile's knee with that.
Back. That is so ridiculous. Now, there's a reason. There should be a stipulation.
Wait a minute.
Michael is gone.
Are you kidding me? Jeff the Ref Manning is throwing Gentleman George Michael out.
He's sending him back to the showers after what he did.
Jeff Manning didn't even see that. I don't think he had him in his line of sight. That's preposterous.
Well, knowing what he's capable of doing.
I don't like that call. Gentleman George Michael, I mean, I think it's obvious what he did, but the referee, I don't think saw it. And if the referee didn't see it, it didn't happen. I think the referee, he just went off the popular vote for that one, and that was absurd.
Well, the referee, obviously, he knows the action of Gentleman George Michael, but keep in mind, there's still Justin Snyder and Eric Baden in the back waiting. So even though one went back to the locker room, there's still more that could come out.
Look at this Ryan Taylor now. He is looking to wear down the leg of Exile that was initially weakened thanks to a chair shot from Gentleman George.
Snapping that leg on the ring apron, working on the hamstring. Found a weak spot, gonna work on it. Oh, just jams the knee right into the apron.
And there's one thing you do against Exile, you take out the vertical base, because Exile is at his most vulnerable when he is horizontal, when he's on his back. He can't stand up, he can't lift people up when you got one leg. So this is the best course of action for Ryan Taylor to take.
That's right. Has him in a leg lock. Taylor does. Referee is in the face of Exile. Asks him if he wants to give up. He's saying no. What an evening we've had tonight. Thank you for letting us into your living room. Check us on CCTV, Channel 22, Access Humboldt, Channel 12 for the West Coast Wrestling Connection. And right now, it's all about championship action. Taylor worked on Exile, throwing vicious haymakers, punches, ducks under with the punch, and belly to back suplex. Just raw strength, just raw bone power there, Brian.
That was impressive for Exile to pop his hips like that and get Ryan Taylor over his shoulders, even on one leg or on one weak leg. He is getting the job done here. He's mounting a bit of an offense, some momentum here. Look at this.
Possible sidewalk slam. Maybe. He got it. That can do it.
You can feel that all the way to Felony Flats.
He's favoring that leg, though, Brian. Oh! Goes for the leg drop, misses, and he jarred that knee again.
He tweaked it. This is